How's it going, everybody? On this video I'm going to be doing a walkthrough on the Dragon Egg. I just need to mention a few things before I start. Care miss and penalty are the same thing when I'm talking about those. Also, when you get your champion and you need 30 or more battles to enter into the next stage to your ultimate, once you get the ultimate, you're going to need to get another 30 battles. It's not if you get 30 and then you can just keep going. Okay, guys, you're gonna have to get the additional 30 battles, and then for the next stage you're going to need to get the 100 battles. Okay, it's not stacking, so just keep that in mind. Okay, also real quick, if you guys aren't familiar with his charts, Route A is red, Route B is blue, Route C is green, Route D is yellow. So let's get started. Okay, so here we have the baby one straight out of the egg. And before we start, I just want to mention one more thing. Care mistakes and penalties are the same thing, okay? And they do not pass on. When a Digimon digivolves, the care mistakes reset back to 0. And your training also passes on 100%. Just clear that up. Okay, so say you train 25 or more times, you're going to go down path A. It's going to lead you right over here to baby 2, and if you do 2 or less penalties, you're going to go down route A, which is this one right here. This is a rookie. For path A into this champion here is going to be 25 or more training, 3 or less penalties. And then from that, you're going to need 30 or more battles, 3 or less penalties, and a good win percent to move on. And then it's going to need an additional 30 more battles, 2 or less penalties, with a good win percent. And then you get this guy here. Okay, that's route A for champion from rookie. Alright, now for B. It's going to be 25 or more training, 4 or more penalties for route B. And then what I just said before, so on. And then for this stage here, to move into this stage, to super, you're going to need 100 or more battles, 1 or less penalty. Okay? The win percent doesn't matter. As long as you meet those requirements, you will transform into your super. Okay? Not everybody has a super, so keep that in mind. Alright, for route C, 24 or less training, 3 or less penalties. Okay, so champion D, 24 or less training, 4 or more penalties / care mistakes, both the same. Okay, starting back at the baby, we're going to get 5 or more training. Back at this guy, go down 3 to 5 penalties, route B. And you'll get this rookie here. If you want to go down route A for his champion, 25 or more training, 3 or less penalties. And route B is going to be 25 or more training, 4 or more penalties. Route C is 24 or less training and 3 or less penalties. Route D, 24 or less training, 4 or more penalties. Okay, back at baby 1, 5 or more training. Land you on this guy. 6 or more penalties. You're going to go down route C. And here's the funny part on this chart. I do believe this is backwards. It says here that this is route D for his route A, and this is his route A. But it's just a simple mistake, so switch him around. 25 or more training and 3 or less penalties for this one. 25 or more training, 4 or more penalties for this one. 24 or less training and 3 or less penalties for this one. And of course 24 or less training and 4 more penalties for Numamon. So there you have it. Okay, we're back at baby 1. This time we're going to go down route B, 4 or less training. This is the baby 2, and we're going to go down route A first, 2 or less penalties. You're going to get this Agumon. If you want to go down route A, for him, 24 more training, 3 or less penalties, 30 or more battles, and 3 or less penalties with a good win percent. 30 or more battles, 2 or less penalties with a good win percent for him. 100 or more battles, 1 or less penalty. Win percent does not matter. As long as you meet those requirements, you will get your super. For route B, it's going to be 24 more training, 4 or more penalties. That's a new one there. I like that. Okay, for C, it's going to be 24 or less training, 3 or more, or 3 or less penalties. Or this here. And then 24 less training, 4 more penalties for him. Okay, 4 less training to baby 2, and then we're going to go down route B, 3 to 5 care mistakes / penalties. It's going to get you this rookie here. Route A is going to be 25 or more training, 3 or less penalties, and he does have a super. For route B, it's going to be 25 or more training, 4 or more penalties. For route C, 24 or less training, 3 or less penalties. And for D, 24 or less training, 4 more penalties. Okay, final one for the Dragon Egg. 4 or less training to baby 2. 6 or more care mistake / penalty for route C. Right here. 25 or more training. 3 or less penalties will get you this guy. He has a super. Route B is going to be 25 or more training, 4 or more penalties. Route C is going to be 24 or less training, 3 or less penalties. Route C or Route D is going to be 24 or less training and 4 more care mistakes. And that's it for the Dragon Egg. I will be bringing you the Dark Egg next.